An update on the Brian Kohberger hearing.
And a certain population on campus growing fast. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Hello, I'm Maggie Tollison.
And I'm Ethan Kramer. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
An update on the Brian Kohberger case. Yesterday, the court announced that the hearing set for today on dismissing the indictment has been rescheduled for October 26th. The defense is arguing for the indictment to be dropped on grounds of a biased grand jury, inadmissible evidence, and a lack of sufficient evidence. A man was taken into custody yesterday after attacking a Fred Meyer employee in Spokane. According to the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, the man was approached by management and got agitated before grabbing a saw and swinging it around. One person was treated for non-life-threatening injuries, and the man was taken into custody on 2 counts of second-degree assault. The Whitman County SWAT team responded to a call on Sunnyside Hill on Wednesday morning. Brendan Ginn was at the scene and learned how they kept the public safe.
There was a SWAT standoff situation on Pullman's Sunnyside Hill on Wednesday, September 20th, after the Pullman police responded to a report of a 51-year-old suicidal man. The incident began around 7:40 in the morning in the Whispering Hills neighborhood. The Pullman Police Department put out Facebook and X posts around 10 a.m. to notify the public about an active incident as well as the YY Road closure. The situation was resolved around 11:45 a.m. when the Whitman County SWAT team found the man's body in a pond with a self-inflicted gun wound. Whispering Hills staff worked with the police during the ongoing situation and decided to send a mass text message to the residents to shelter in place.
I was notified by text by the apartment complex here at about 10:16 a.m. That there was a heavy police presence in the area and to stay inside.
Using social media is a common tactic practiced by the police department to keep the public informed and up to date as quickly as possible. Both the Moscow and Pullman police departments have used social media posts in the past week in different situations to try and keep people safe. If you want to stay up to date with local issues, take a look at your screen for their Facebook and X pages. Brendan Ginn, Murrow News 8.
The number of WSU students of Hispanic and Latino origin attending the university has grown over the last decade. The enrollment of these students is up to 75%, now more than 4,000 students system-wide. Programs like La Bienvenida, which is the immersive Spanish language orientation for incoming first-year students. The program is held on 3 of the 6 WSU campuses. WSU serves undocumented students through the Undocumented Initiatives Program, which includes classes and workshops, a student center, and immigration consultations. A new resource for first-generation students in Murrow, Maggie Tollison has more.
The college application process is a challenge. There's the application, FAFSA, scholarships, housing, registering for classes, all new experiences for someone right out of high school. Now imagine doing it without any help from family. That was the experience for Dania Partida.
I personally didn't have my parents walking me through every step on how to fill out the WASFA. I didn't have my parents helping me with my college application. I can't turn to my parents when I don't understand something on a homework assignment. And it's really difficult because I wish that I could talk to them about this.
Dania is a first-generation student, meaning she is the first in her family to get a college education. Things don't get easier for first-gen students when they get to campus either.
My first year, it was just kind of like getting introduced to it, to the courses, but I was not very involved with anything Murrow related. I didn't know, honestly, I didn't know. I haven't even stepped foot in these halls unless it was for a class. I wouldn't spend my time here. I wouldn't come here if I needed help with the resume. I wouldn't come here for help on Adobe products, and that's something that I could have really benefited from my first year.
And Dania is not the only one that experiences this. According to studies, 1/3 of students are first generation. and at WSU, 33% are first generation. In order to help other students, Dania is working with Professor Wendy Rainey to create a club geared towards first-gen Murrow students.
Murrow First Gen Communicators is a club that we wanted to start off for first generation Murrow students who just want extra support or are looking for, just help navigating through their years here at WSU.
They want to help students find resources and support they may not otherwise have while attending WSU. Murrow First Gen Communicators meets Tuesdays at 5 in the Murrow Student Center.
You're not alone. There's so many people that want to help you out there. You just gotta put yourself out there and look for these opportunities, because if you make yourself known, people will know to think of you when something comes up.
This is Maggie Tollison, Murrow News 8.
There will be plenty of Cougar Pride in Pullman this weekend, even in the skies. We have an early look at what they'll be unveiling at the Moscow-Pullman Regional Airport this Saturday. A Go Cougs jet making its maiden voyage between Pullman and Seattle, part of a new partnership between WSU and Alaska Air. And Embraer 175 jet has a new paint job. Horizon Air's regional propeller planes used to rep area universities. But these bigger and quieter planes have a few more features.
It has first class, it has economy, it has a business class, it has a saver fare. So there's an option for everybody.
Among those, the first flight will be including WSU Chancellor Elizabeth Chilton and some notable WSU alumni. The marching band will be there for the arrival at the airport Saturday morning. Alaska plans to do some giveaways to commemorate the unveiling, including airfare and tickets to the Apple Cup on November 25th. Stay tuned after the break for some more flying news in the Palouse.
And a look into what moves and grooves the Moscow community on Tuesdays and Saturdays.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No, I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how the dog was looking at me?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
This Saturday, the annual Colfax Fly-In will take place. The event will be at the Colfax Airport from 8 to noon with classic aircraft. For $10 from 8 to 10, you can treat yourself to some delicious pancakes from the Colfax Rotary Club. The Port of Whitman County is hosting the Fly-In.
The Moscow's Farmer Market will be tomorrow morning from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Friendship Square on 4th and Main Street in Moscow. Early on in the festivities, from 9 to noon, the Latah County Human Rights Task Force and the Human Rights Commission will host the Great Moscow Food Drive. Then the Delta G Band will take the stage at 10:30 and rock out the farmers market until around 12:30. Speaking of the Moscow Farmers Market, we sent out a reporter, Monique, to go out and see what Tuesday's Farmers Market means to the community of Moscow.
The Moscow, Idaho Tuesday Farmers Market has been a part of the community for 4 years, but this year is different from the others financially.
We're just awarded a USDA grant for marketing
The friendly
Tuesday
community
market
members
here in
keeps
Moscow.
vendors encouraged to keep coming back.
Every time we're here, it's just a great crowd of people and always good beer and music, and it's enjoyable.
Happy Hogs Meadery jerky snacks makes their booth popular amongst the shoppers.
I think a lot of it is it's ready to eat, so people walking around drinking a beer, checking other booths, they can just grab a bag, open it up, and just snack on it as they're walking around.
The Tuesday Farmers Market in Moscow, there's not only just fresh produce for people to enjoy, but there's also interactive learning like fly fishing here.
Perfect.
The fly fishing booth teaches people how to fly cast and local knowledge about fly fishing in Moscow. The Tuesday market also serves as an oasis during the week to the community members.
It's a nice, relaxing environment after a long day at work.
The market is also seen as a treasure amongst the community members.
It's kind of nice it being small because it's like a little hidden gem for us.
By continuing to attend the Tuesday market, community members know that it is supporting local businesses.
I mean, the more you give back into your own community, the more your community grows, and like economically it's just better to buy as much as you can local versus all the big chain stores.
Reporting from Moscow, Idaho, I'm Monique Ledesma, Murrow, News 8.
The Palouse Choral Society is hosting a Vocal Jubilee benefit concert this Sunday. The recommended donation for entry is $20 and a post-benefit reception with artists for a donation of $100 or more. The concert will be at the St. Boniface Catholic Church in Uniontown at 4 p.m. The Moscow Public Library will be hosting a plant swap tomorrow from 11 to 1. People will be able to swap plants, cuttings, pots, and accessories with other participants. All plants must be labeled and pest-free. People are still able to participate even if they don't bring a plant to trade. And after the break, find out how you could get a special edition Cougar gear.
And if you're still thinking of what kind of gear to wear for Saturday's game, Austin will have that in the weathercast for you next.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second.
Do you know who I am?
Julia.
This is Jaina. Into the future.
I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those two girls.
Oh, yeah?
Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Hey guys, today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. Look. Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud that was.
I know,
I heard.
I heard. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Bacon.
WSU Creamery will celebrate its 75th anniversary on Saturday. Take a look at your screen here as the first 75 customers will receive a Ferdinand's branded ice cream scoop. So get there early if you're wanting to get your hands on a one-of-a-kind ice cream scoop. Well, Maggie, I think I'm gonna have to get there early and get one of those.
Yeah, for sure. I think that they look really cool, and I think I just broke my ice cream scoop, so I'll be needing one anyway.
Well, there you go. It ends up working out perfect. The weather, though, has taken a turn over the past couple of days. Austin, what is the weather looking like as we head into our weekend?
Yeah, thanks, Ethan. A little bit of an iffy day weather-wise, and it's really been that way the past couple of days. Temperatures in the mid to high 50s with overcast skies the majority of the day here on Friday. We saw a little bit of rain sprinkles this morning as well. Might see a little bit more of those throughout the day as well later on. And it's going to be a little bit of a chillier night. Of course, WSU soccer with that big game later on tonight, the lower soccer field. They'll take on Stanford. It's going to show how dedicated of a WSU fan you really are if you show up for that one. You're going to want to dress warm. You're going to want to wear some long sleeves. And then looking towards tomorrow, again, obviously that big game, Cougs and Beavers, the Pac-2 championship. A little bit warmer tomorrow, and luckily for us, the warmest part of the day is going to be right around kickoff, right around 4 o'clock. It's going to be in the high 60s, but with those overcast skies as well. Looking around the state of Washington here on Friday, obviously looking at the west side of the state, definitely warmer over there. High 70s, mid 70s, lots of sun over on the west side, so they're blessed with a little bit better weather than us. And then over here on the eastern side of the state, temperatures in the 60s or even 50s for us. So the west side got the better of the weather here on Friday. Looking at the 5-day forecast as we move into the weekend. Again, it's going to be pretty cold throughout the weekend here for the next couple of days. Going to warm up just a hair as we move into next week. And then looking in further to next week, we might even see some rain showers. So here on the last day of summer, officially on September 22nd, it's really starting to look like fall as things are starting to cool down and we're starting to see that sun just a little bit less. Back to you guys over at the desk.
Thank you, Austin. And up next, find out why Huskies fans were disappointed last night.
And we will talk about, and we'll take a look into WSU Cougar football's team's matchup this Saturday versus the Oregon State Beavers.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't.
I was like, wait, how long? I was like, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. No, I'm done.
She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
WSU volleyball rolled through the University of Washington in Bullard Gym last night. The Cougs claimed their Apple Cup victory in 3 straight sets to improve to 11-1 on the season and are currently ranked 7th in the nation. WSU has won the last 6 straight home matchups against UW. During the match, Magda Yahalastrava became WSU's all-time leader in block assists with 529 and still counting. Up next, the Cougs will travel to Tucson on Sunday to take on Arizona at 1 p.m. The Cougs will kick off their 2023 Pac-12 conference season tonight against the Stanford Cardinal. Austin Samuels gives us a breakdown on tonight's matchup.
After a red-hot 7-1 start on the pitch for WSU soccer, their focus turns towards Pac-12 conference play and their conference opener tonight against the Stanford Cardinal. For the Cardinal, who are ranked second in the nation in this week's coaches poll, there's a whole lot to like.
Well, they win. I mean, they're good on the ball. They move well. They got a great group of players, outstanding coaches. They got a winning culture there.
Stanford is undefeated coming into Pac-12 conference play, carrying a record of 7-0-1, and is attempting to defend their Pac-12 championship title from a year ago. Both teams have potent offenses coming into conference play, with Stanford leading the conference in goals scored thus far with 21, and the Cougs tied for fifth with 15. The two offenses have different methods to reach their success. For the Cardinal, it's sheer volume, as they take nearly 20 shots per game, 11th best in the country. Meanwhile, for the Cougs, their constant pressure on the offensive end has led to just under 9 corner kicks per contest, 3rd best in the country, which has led to 3 goals off of corners. But knocking off the Cardinal has been no easy task in years past for the Cougs, as they hold an all-time record of just 3 wins, 26 losses, and 2 ties against Stanford, with their last win coming all the way back in 2013. Even with their struggles historically against the Cardinal, the Cougs are feeling good about their chances tonight.
Like, obviously they're a good team and they play a certain formation, but I think once we focus on ourselves and what we can do and not what they're going to do, I think we're just going to succeed.
The Cougs and Cardinal will square off later on tonight with a 7 o'clock kickoff at the lower soccer field. In Pullman, I'm Austin Samuels, Murrow, News 8.
While they might be rivals on the gridiron this week, they have been partnering off the field. WSU and Oregon State presidents and athletic directors had a joint news conference on Thursday about the current state of the Pac-12. During the Zoom meeting, they explained that they hope to have a good idea of the conference's assets and liabilities in the next 30 days or so.
We've overcome adversity before, and we're not backing down from this challenge. We are united in our fight to find the best home for our athletics programs. We owe it to our student athletes, our coaches, our fans, and the residents of our states.
Both schools are waiting for the scheduling of a preliminary injunction to determine which schools have voting rights for the conference. The Pac-12 has a 2-year grace period to meet member eligibility, such as 8 football teams and 7 basketball teams. The Pac-2 championship is happening tomorrow in Martin Stadium against Oregon State. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. In the long history between WSU and Oregon State, this is their first time being ranked at the same time. Oregon State is currently 14th in the nation, while the Cougs are 21st. So guys, this is a super important game for both teams throughout the season. How do you think the game will go?
Well, I mean, I think the Cougs, it's going to be a good one. Oregon State's a really good football team, obviously, but I think the Cougs probably come away with the victory. I'm thinking 14-10.
Sticking with the prediction, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, again, I mentioned on Wednesday, I think we got hosed. We should have had game day for this game. It's crazy this is the first time that these two teams have played, that they're both ranked. I think it's going to be an exciting back-and-forth game. 2 good offenses, 2 good defenses. Give me the Cougs, again, 31-27. I think we're going to pull it out late.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be neck and neck throughout the whole thing. I don't know that I have an exact score, but I think that the Cougs will definitely pull out on top.
I think it'll be a defensive battle. I think the Cougs have shown that we have the right talent throughout this year. So I'd say 21-14. Keep it short.
All right. Make sure you stay tuned after the break, as there's something sweet to wrap up our show.
Days, months.
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
Years.
I'd like to give you this.
A lifetime. Can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit MakeTheConnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Today is National Ice Cream Cone Day. The mess-free solution to eating ice cream was on the go was invented back in 1903. So guys, what is your preferred ice cream cone?
Well, my preferred ice cream, I'm not a big, type of ice cream, I like gelato, so I'd say I have mango. Big gelato, big mango fan of gelato.
What about the cone?
But I'm not a big ice cream cone guy. It's just more of a, I just kind of
You're a bowl.
In the bowl, yeah. It's a lot easier.
Like a waffle bowl cone situation?
That's when it gets tricky. But what do you guys think?
I'm a classic waffle cone type of guy. I mean, you can't beat the classics. You just get a nice scoop of chocolate chip ice cream in there, and it's solid. Can't beat that.
Yeah, I'm boring. I'm gonna go with Brendan too. I mean, we're agreeing. Not to call you boring, but yeah, I would say waffle cones probably my go-to as well.
All right. I think I have to go with the cake cones. Just the cheap ones you get in the box, but they taste so good.
I don't know, the texture reminds me of styrofoam. I bite into I'm not saying that I bite into styrofoam often, but I feel like it's, a waffle cone is just superior.
But speaking of this ice cream talk, Maggie and I are talking about, you guys gonna be hopping in line for the ice cream scoop?
Yeah, I'll be first in the line. That picture of the scooper looks really cool. So I need one of those. I don't have one right now. I just eat it with a spoon out of my tub. So
there you go.
Gotta actually get it. A nice scooper.
That's a heck of a promotion. I feel like every Cougar Football Saturday they always have some sort of promotion to get people to come out. So hopefully they'll get a good turnout and can give away some scoopers.
Yeah, right? Nothing beats Ferdinand's, right?
Absolutely.
Nothing beats it.
Nothing beats
It's a great spot. No, Ferdinand's.
For sure.
Favorite flavor at Ferdinand's?
Ooh.
If I had a favorite flavor guys, it's just you just gotta go classic. Vanilla. I'm just a very classic guy.
Vanilla
so
in a bowl.
You guys know it is.
Bowl.
But I'm just a big fan of the most basic thing. It's really good. You can't beat it.
Okay, Austin. At least maybe I'm not that boring now, because at least I get a waffle
cone.
Okay,
at least you're not.
I'm not vanilla in a bowl. That's kind of wild, but yeah.
Cougar Tracks is the best flavor.
I've never tried it.
I'm not a peanut butter and ice cream.
I feel like every time I go there, the line's so long, especially on a weekend like this. The line's going to be ridiculous. Not going to be able to get in line for it, but it's. I look forward to trying to even get in line just to get this ice cream scoop now.
The apple cup flavor, the apple crisp, I believe, something like that. It's pretty good.
That sounds
apple
good.
Caramel ice cream. You throw that in a waffle cone, maybe even a bowl for some people. Nothing beats that on a game day. So.
Well, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you guys, and have a good night.
Yeah, for more information, be sure to check out our YouTube page.
We just had to send it. It was 3 minutes.